He was young, he was driven, he was successful. A rising star in the corporate world, they called him a prodigy. His teams consistently overperformed, shattering every target set before them. He was charismatic, even inspiring. Employees loved him. Superiors saw him as the future. He could do no wrong. So it seemed, his ambition burned bright, a fire that seemed to illuminate the path to greatness. He craved success, yes, but more than that, he craved recognition. He wanted to be the best, to stand above the rest. Awards lined his office walls, each one a testament to his hunger. He thrived on the pressure, the long hours, the relentless pursuit of excellence. But somewhere along the way, the fire within him began to rule. The heat twisted his desires into something dark. The first signs were subtle, a cutting remark in a meeting, an unreasonable deadline imposed on speed. The charm was still there, but an edge crept into his voice, a glint of steel. He demanded more from his team, pushing them to the breaking point and beyond. Weekends were no longer sacred. Evenings were consumed by work. He justified it as dedication, as a shared pursuit of greatness. But the truth was, his ambition had mutated into something monstrous. He had tasted success, and it had awakened a hunger that could never be sated. He craved more, always more power, more recognition, more control, and he was willing to sacrifice everything, even his humanity, to get it. The workload became crushing. Deadlines loomed like guillotines. His employees, once energized by his leadership, became shadows of their former selves, their faces etched with exhaustion and fear. He took credit for their work, their ideas, their very souls. He demanded their loyalty, their worship even, and they offered it up freely, too exhausted to resist, too afraid to disobey. The man they once admired had become a tyrant, his every word a command, his every glance a judgment. He reveled in their fear, their exhaustion, fueling his own twisted sense of power. He was no longer a leader, but a parasite, feeding off the life force of those around him. His eyes, once bright with ambition, now burned with a cold, calculating light. Then came the final transformation. A swirling vortex of darkness consumed him, twisting his form, reshaping his very being. When the darkness subsided, he was gone, replaced by something monstrous. His skin, once tanned and healthy, was now ashen grey. His arms were black as coal, long and sinewy, ending in claws that scraped against the floor. His eyes glowed red, burning with the fires of 1,000 overworked nights. He had become the embodiment of labor, a demon fueled by the despair and exhaustion of those he had exploited. His power grew with each late night worked, each unreasonable demand met, each spark of creativity crushed under the weight of his tyranny. His employees were trapped, bound to him by their fear and desperation. He had become their tormentor, their jailer, their eternal curse, and in their hopeless eyes he saw not suffering but power. The power of ambition unchecked, of humanity sacrificed at the altar of success. He had become a cautionary tale, a stark reminder that some things once lost can never be regained.